Herzl dedicated the last 8 years of his life to the cause of the future of the Jewish people. He died in July of 1904. He was only 44 years old. In his will, he asked to be buried in a metal casket so that when the Jewish state he envisioned is created, he can be reburied there. Members of the British government who were involved in the offer of Uganda in 1903 were still in government, but with different positions in 1917 when the Balfour Declaration was issued. So you can draw a direct line between Herzl's work and the issuance of the Balfour Declaration on November 2nd, 1917. Herzl's work began a process that ultimately led to the creation of the State of Israel 44 years later. The Declaration of Independence ceremony took place in the Tel Aviv Museum at 4 o'clock on Friday, May 14th. The British had decided to end the mandate and leave Palestine on May 15th, which was Shabbat. So the declaration had to be made before Shabbat started. Invitations were sent to a couple hundred individuals who were involved in the administration of the Yishuv, the Jewish community in Eretz Yisrael. It was a secret invitation delivered by people on bicycles, and the invitation for such a momentous occasion was mimeographed on a plain piece of paper, inviting people to the secret ceremony. The invitation said, "Wear light-colored festive clothing, and the ticket is not assignable." People came to the secret ceremony, but word had broken out. The streets around the Tel Aviv Museum were filled. The museum had a basement, and this hall was down below ground because there was concern that if the Arabs knew about the ceremony, they would try and bomb the ceremony from the air. I'm fortunate to have an invitation to the Declaration of Independence ceremony. It is one of the crown jewels of my collection. That ceremony was the fulfillment of Herzl's dream. 44 years after he died, the State of Israel was created. David Ben-Gurion read the Declaration of Independence on May 14, 1948, under a picture of Herzl, connecting the dream of Herzl with the realization of that dream. In 1949, the government of Israel fulfilled Herzl's wish, and he was reburied in Jerusalem on what is now Mount Herzl. The visionary was coming home. But Herzl's story didn't end on his death or on his reburial. He continues to be relevant. He continues to inspire, because Herzl said that Zionism is not just about acquiring a piece of land for our weary people, but about building a model society in that land. And the work of building a model society is ongoing and will always be. Herzl teaches us to dream, but also to act on our dreams to make them come true. We can dream of a world free of anti-Semitism, of an Israel that is safe and secure for all of its inhabitants. Herzl teaches us that the impossible is possible. If the State of Israel can happen, anything can happen. His motto was Im Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada. If you will it, it is not a dream. Herzl inspires me every day to do better for the Jewish people, for the State of Israel, and for our country and our society. And that is why I am a passionate fan.